All right, it was going on YouTube, back on another video, enjoying this wonderful view. I'm facing this view over here, as you can tell. But just sitting back, enjoying nature, letting it sink in. But I'm gonna tell y'all a little story, right? So a couple years ago, I used to work at Old Navy, and you guys seen the title, right? Old Navy Credit and the System. So I'm gonna tell you an uncomfortable story, right? Me working there, the pressure um, from the current network, right? The fiat system, right? The fiat standard. And this book, the fiat standard, is really changing my viewpoint on just the world. And you got to be this way. But this is what we dealing with. So I'm working there, right? And if y'all understand, companies like Old Navy or Gap, Best Buy, I believe JC Penney's and Sears, they have this credit card system, right? And they want to get their employees to get people to sign up for these credit cards. So I'm working at Old Navy, and I remember working there. They would aim for us to have like 5 to 10 Old Navy cards, at least a month, if you can, right? 1 or 2 a week, right? I work part time, and the store had to get about 100 Old Navy cards, right? Which basically credit cards, right? The managers would kind of pressure us, right? Me personally, I would go there to like learn Spanish. You know what I'm saying? It was the Old Navy right by Disney World, so we would get people from Colombia, Ecuador, Costa Rica, right? Chile, Brazil, which they speak Portuguese, right? So I'm just there building rapport. I'm there working on my social skills, right? Working on talking to people, talking to strangers, man. That's what life is. I mean, most people you meet are strangers. All right, you go to a restaurant, they're strangers, man. You go to SeaWorld, come out to these national parks, there's strangers everywhere. So I want to work on just building rapport with different kind of people. And of course, we'll have locals, right? And I will do the same thing. Talk to them. Hey, how you doing? Where you guys from? Coming here to shop. And then the manager, all right, will look at me and they'll be like, asking for a credit card. I'm like, I don't really want to. It's not morally. I morally didn't feel right asking a person that I just built a connection with for, hey, do you want to sign up for a credit card? I mean, we just built all this rapport, right? We connected. Do you want to sign up for a credit card? And some of these people, they would tell me, man, I got 10K in debt, 15K in debt, 20K in debt. And I began to really question the system, like, what's with all this debt? And some of y'all may have heard me say, like, monetary debt-based system. Debt is literally slavery, bro. It's slavery. And we're conditioned to go into debt, right? Not just to get a car, right, but also to get a home. You know, it's just not right. It morally was not right. So I would still get Old Navy cards, because enough pressure, right? They're like, go out there, ask them, right? The person's right here. Um, and one of my coworkers, she would get like 10 Old Navy cards a week, like 10 cards a freaking week. And I seen the job politicking, right? They would give her extra goodies or whatever, and then people seen that. Okay, I'm gonna get 8 cards. I'm gonna get 20 cards next week. Like people was like using that as competition. But think about the current system, folks. Think about the current system. Credit. We accept this. We accept this, right? And that's when I began to like really study um, economics. Honestly, study there got to be a better way to just not have debt. I mean, we don't really need debt. Like, can I ask you a question, man? Why do we need so much debt? Seriously. All right. I go to the hotel before I come here, right? And I have the cash. But I'm like, I got the cash for the hotel, but they're like, no, you need a debit card file. I'm like, why? I would put a deposit down. Like it used to be like 100 years ago, man. The bank was a warehouse for gold. All right, or I think a little bit over 100 years ago. It's like, how do we get from that to I need a home address to get an account at the bank? All right, and then again, if you're homeless, you don't even have an account at the bank. It's a scam. And then on top of that, they're inflating the prices of homes because people actually believe the price of home has to always go up because that's normal, right? That's normal. So I'm just saying, like, don't ever be afraid to question all this stuff. Like now, I have more knowledge. I read the fiat standard. It's like it's really opened up my eyes to this current system, man. It's you know, my mind's just opened up to the current system. All right, I'm like, I got the cash. They were like, no, and then I want to rent a car. They were like, you need a credit card on file so that way we can, just to protect us. Why? Why can't I just rent a car? I got the bloody cash. I have the economic energy. I will deposit again. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, like, we got to ask questions, man. We got to start asking some real questions, Americans, please, bro, because this is crazy. I'm like, bro, do y'all want business or not? Do y'all actually want business? I have the bloody cash. Like, do y'all want the fucking business? But they're like, no, you gotta have a credit card. And then we have the credit score, right? In order to get an apartment, it's like, come on, man. There got to be a better way of building trust, right? Building credit without needing to actually go into debt, or even I know you might not be in debt, but again, credit. Why do we need all this stuff? None of this was popular 100 years ago. What happened 100 years ago, man? I got some studying to do, man. I got some studying to do because I got questions, man, and I don't really seem to be getting that many answers. This actually keeps me motivated because I'm like, this don't make any sense to me whatsoever. You go outside, ask people questions, they're like, okay, Dre, this is how it is. I'm like, what do you mean this is how it is, bro? You sit here asking me questions about, politics and all this stuff, like politics and gas price. But like, do you understand how this shit works? Where gas come from? You know what I'm saying? Who are politicians? How do the politicians who are running this country, right? How do they get power? All right, who's behind it, man? You got all these corporate, uh, all these big corporations, man, who are lobbying um, in our governments. It's not a good look, but yeah, credit and credit, Old Navy credit in the system. What do y'all think about this? All right, is this normal? Do y'all believe in this? All right, like I said, way back in the day, none of this stuff right here was popping. All right, if you go back far enough, man, it was debt jubilees, right? We got all this debt. We might need a debt jubilee, man. This is crazy, bro. We're paying over $1 trillion in interest. That's not sustainable. All right, we had hit an all-time high in consumer debt in December of last year. Isn't that funny, right? Christmas, go out there and spend all your capital. Yeah, but we got debt, bro. But yeah, I'm just enjoying the environment, man. These mountains are so beautiful. Like this don't even look real right here. Just enjoying the environment, just thinking. I'm just thinking about solving problems, bro. Like who else gonna do it? Like who else thinking this way? I'm over here thinking about motherfucking how can I help in the free market? Get to a certain point where people can have affordable housing, right? That's just a huge mission of mine. People are just homeless. Like I don't. Again, I'm over here eating real good. I feel bad for. I'm over here eating real good, man. Why are there kids still starving across the ocean, man? People are literally dying still of hunger. How is this possible? At work, guys, people just I'm full. I'm throwing away food. I feel so bad. I'm throwing away so much food. I'm like, come on, bro. I got to do something, man. I'm trying to figure it out, man. Because this to me, it seems like we're not taking this serious as a species. It's not an America, China, Russia thing. It's Homo sapiens. We know what we should be doing, but maybe it's just too painful to really think about this stuff. The system is already going right. People say the system is broken. How is it broken? The system is working exactly how it's supposed to. What they call it the monetary debt based system. All right. What we got to do is realize that we have to go beyond. We have to go outside the system. All right. They want you saving these slave notes. You know what I'm saying? These fiat notes, right? I'm good, bro. When they print later on, I won't be falling for this because it's gonna cause more pain, man. Me keeping my energy in the fiat currency, all right, is me keeping this military industrial complex running. I don't want that. My tax money is not going off to Ukraine, and it's just like seeing all these kids possibly losing their life. It's like I don't morally feel right, not just with the credit, but also with this money being spent on this war. Oh, you're crazy, man. How am I crazy? I just have ethics and morals as a man. And when you have that, like I said, um, when I was at my job, um, the job politicking, right? There's job politics. All right. Just because I challenged the manager, I said this is not right. These people are coming here with fucking debt, and y'all over here telling us, me at 18, 19 years old. But when you talk that way, they want to act funny. That's Homo sapiens. Ain't got time for that shit, man. So that's why I say, man, a man that stands for nothing will fall for anything, man. People are falling for all kind of shit, man. Because again, they don't have a backbone. They're just all going through like, I'm like, no, bro, this is morally not right, bro. So yeah, man, what are y'all thoughts on this, man? Do y'all really want change? Do you really want to see people out here, you know, actually have a home, actually have food to eat, actually have a life, just be with their kids? People don't even have time for their kids. Giving all their time away. I'm like, this is something's not right. But it's okay. I'm gonna sit here, enjoy these mountains, and think about problems. That way, somebody out there will have to deal with this bullshit, man. Peace.